Owlboy, the new beautiful 2D platformer adventure game about, well, a boy who is an owl, has been in development for 9 years, and unlike some games, that didn't result in some horrible and utter failure. Will this game really charm you, however? The game looks fantastic. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. I haven't seen this high quality pixel art in games in forever. This, albeit in lower resolution, is what big budget games could have looked like in '99 if the industry hadn't decided to switch completely to 3D, with only titles like Metal Slug series trying to advance the pixel art. It sounds good too, aiming at the orchestral adventure music like in Zelda, but without sounding too generic or derivative. And the world and story are surprisingly pretty nicely written too. The story is not going to blow you away, but it works as planned, with probably just the ending part feeling a bit rushed. But otherwise, nice distinct characters, good humor and well-written dialogue. It's pretty nicely paced with tone and gameplay focus switching up so you'd never get bored during the same thing over and over again. But then, and it's something felt through all elements of the game, there's distinct lack of anything memorable. There are several dungeons, so to speak, but only one of them, and only for a short period of time, attempts to make an actually creative puzzle, while others barely try anything interesting. Hell, there's even a fire weapon and a nice location, and those two aren't even put together in any interesting way. It would be predictable, sure, but it would be something, while there isn't anything. And there's another problem. This optional minigame is a good example of it. It's a minigame, it's optional, but it's also a perfect example of how the overall game is designed. Annoying additional animations you have to sit through to get back to what you are doing, difficulty that comes from unpredictable things coming from off-screen, frustration as a substitute for challenge. And the only reason why this isn't making the entire game unbearable is because the main game is designed to be easy, precisely because the developers seemingly didn't know how to design it in any other way. So you get a game that is super easy and broken, but then you get to the part with instant death, especially during the auto-scrolling parts, and restart it again and again, not knowing what is even required of you. You dash 90% of your time because it's faster than just flying, and there are no downsides to doing that, unlike, say, a more tricking speedrunner's trick in Symphony of the Night. There's a part that breaks if you try aiming, as the game auto-aims things for you there without actually telling you about it. It's just not well designed as a game, despite the amazing looks. The game isn't bad, it's good, it's worth a play to enjoy the adventure, to be amazed at the visuals, but don't expect it to stay with you. When I started playing, I thought that this could be the unofficial sequel to Aquaria of sorts, a game that, despite its flaws, still holds a place in my heart and brings back happy memories. But instead, it's been 2 weeks since I finished Owlboy, and I barely even remember it was a thing.